Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new Let's Play that is going to be replacing James and I's Hearts of Iron Byzantium Let's Play. Don't worry, James and I will be back in the coming weeks. But this, Together for Victory, is more important because it's a brand new DLC and it kind of actually breaks the save, so it's actually not important. Not the point, but we're going to be playing as Australia. We're going to be playing under the new Dominion system. So we are going to be the great New Zealand now. See, I could praise New Zealand because we wouldn't have Great Depression, but no. We are going to be playing as Australia. We're going to be playing as John Curtin. At the moment, we are democratic, but unfortunately, we'll be going fascist because, to me, communism is not a viable option in a lot of this time in this game. Unless you have a shit ton of manpower, it's not viable. So we're going to be playing under the new Dominion system for Together for Victory. And let's see if we can break free from our imperial oppressors. And this is one of the two Let's Plays I have planned in the coming weeks for this DLC. I don't think this one will last too long, fingers crossed. So hopefully I'll be able to do an Overlord situation as well, which is honestly more in to be fair to me, more appealing. But I always wanted to play as Australia. Nick and I played as Australia and Canada, and so I felt like if I played as Canada once, let's play as Australia, and let's see if I can break the overrule. The overlording bullshit that is we have to face. Now, we don't have many men. We have 7 divisions and nowhere near enough factories. Especially as we're using, I think, 40% of our factories on... yeah, 50% of our factories, actually, so that's even worse. On civilian goods, which means we're wasting a lot of time. So, the tech tree is actually the same. That's different. But other than... one thing, I didn't put this on Iron Man, so I will have to play on Iron Man another time. So I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The next Let's Play will be on Iron Man. But basically, we can now get our Overlord shares our tech with us. So, or at least we tech share it with the Allies. So, yes, the Great British Empire is our master at the moment. But we will. I am set to change this with the Dominion system, as I said. So we need 800 points, more points to be free, and we need 300 political power to be free of the Imperial oppressors. There's also a music mode. So if you guys want to know what the songs I've got, these are the ones. I don't really have many. Due to the fact that I don't. The only songs they have released are, of course, Sabaton, and Sabaton is something known as just no. We also have now continuous focus trees. Remains until we change focus. So there are 9 of these. Increased autonomy, tech sharing, construction. Wow, that's actually really cool. That's nice. It's only a repair, but it's still nice. Suppressing subjects. Let's have a look. We've got army training. So division training time. And then we've got, this is the one I would like, extra construction speed. Oh, that's my type of shit. Then we've got production increase, which is actually really cool. Unfortunately, no, there isn't a millet. There's not like a tanks or one, so that's kind of upsetting, but that's fine. And now we have this part of the new. I think they've actually redone most of this, but the most important part is we can either support the policy of appeasement or never another Gallipoli, which, if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, is a very, very bad battle in World War I. It's I don't know. I'm not the best on the details, but it's a very bad battle that happened around Gallipoli in I think it's around here, this region, as far as I think it's closer to Istanbul. But it's basically loads of Australian troops lost their lives due to the shit sty that was that battle. So let's get all our men under our general. We can we'll use who's the best? What's that? Desert Fox. Or we're going to use Alan Vasey. And now there are now spearheads. So say if we were to set a front up here, we could set an offensive line and a spearhead. So I think the spearhead is I don't know the difference. So let's read the difference. Spearheads. Compared to offensive line, a spearhead will aggressively try to take all provinces they were there. Oh, when the order was first painted, without adjusting to changes. Prefer spearheads when you need to do overlapping encirclements, cutting off the enemy, or far more controlled, smaller thrust into enemy territory. As far as I was concerned, I'd use that as in like a massive fucking thrust into enemy's territory. But anyway, So we're going to get our tech going first. We're going to rile up our equipment immediately. Actually, no, we're not. No, we're not. You know, fuck it. I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to change that to construction. So, yeah. And we also now have some new... We got battle data, so the combat log. I'm not really going to change this yet. So we can do for 1 month or last month, 100 month. We can see the combat losses. We can see the equipment losses and attrition. So this is actually going to be useful for me, so I can figure out where I'm losing more men, if it's in my attrition or it's anything else. And the division template, so the win ratio and combats of them. Let's close the music tab there. So, Dutch East Indies is a new character, not a character, but a new part. France still owns this, which is kind of surprising. I thought they may, kind of hoped they'd give that to a Dominion, but it's understandable. So, there is going to be a lot more interesting things now. So, if we look at the major countries, I'm still obviously not going to be one of them, but we are going to try and we're never going to accept another Gallipoli, in my opinion. So, we're going to build some military construction factories, then we're going to build military factories in our remaining territories. So that's my construction plan for now. My military plan is to get some artillery and basically get my decent stuff. At the moment, we only need 1 bit of aluminium, so we're going to get that from France, who is a good guy. So we've got convoys we're going to need, so we can do naval invasions, because this is going to be a very naval-heavy invasion. And we're going to have to waste another factory. So we've only got 1 factory building right now, which means it's going to take all the way until 7th of December 1940 to build 1 fucking construction factory. Which means what we need to do is our national focus is, unfortunately, not another Gallipoli yet. We need to find somewhere that gives us military, that gives us political power, but we need more than 20% world tension, imperial... Oh, we could just get down to here and get civ factories, which would... help us a lot, so let's do that. So, for now, we're going to go for standard gauge railway. So let's read. We're going to read all these as well. For decades, Australia has had competing railway gauges, making a mess of our transportation and shipping needs. The time has come to finally standardize railway gauge around the country. So yes, they've got a nice little blue tint behind it. So that's nice. We need 800 more points, I said, to get Dominion. And we are unfortunately suffering the Great Depression, which is obviously one of the main problems we're having. We got a free template. Oh yes, apparently we don't use. So we just have a really big infantry division. So that's. I think the first thing I'm going to do is add support in the case of engineering and support artillery, and we'll go around. We'll deal with the rest of that. What's this? Oh, there's colonial templates. That's interesting. And apparently we need a decent amount of guns into the field. So at the moment, I have no clue who I'm going to attack and how I'm going to do it. I think maybe Siam. At the moment, we need to. I think we're going to follow the UK for a bit, and then probably going to be joining the Axis. Let's get the game going on 4 speed for now. So, yes, we have the Alan Varsity leading this army. They are very undersupplied due to guns. So how many guns do we need now? We need 4,800. So, yeah, I can't do anything about that either. So, is this Singapore? Yep, Singapore is a free state at the moment, British Malaya. Good. So, they don't really own as much as they used to now directly, which is good. So, yes, we're going to obviously see how the events go. And like I said, we're probably going to try and join the Axis. So if we look at our tree a bit better, we go all the way over here. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to probably demand New Zealand. So that might help, and then we're going to try and go down here as well. We're going to do this first, then we'll do this, and we're going to probably get a deal with Japan. So we could probably protect the homeland, apparently. So what's this do? Yeah, these are mutually exclusive. So we're going to probably go down abandon the Westminster system. But yeah, I don't really want to fight Japan. Woo the US. So what happens if we woo the US? Oh. So we could actually, we may not actually go fascist. I don't know now. We may just try and get an alliance with the US and destroy Japan. They are suffering a worse depression than we are, but we still suffer the effects of the Great Depression. So how many planes do we have? 24 close air support. And we have 9 ships. They are 2 cruisers, 2 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, and 5 destroyers. Let's at least get a commander on you. What are you? Actually, fuck you, you've got better. No, we'll get this guy. He's got better skill. He's got less, may have less skill, but he's better, in my opinion. So the moment, the early part of this Let's Play is going to be just preparing and seeing what we can do. I think a preemptive strike against Japan actually sounds more fun. So we may have to go down this street. Like, I want to attack Japan, but becoming fascist also gets to the point where we may have problems. Like, but do we get any like more men from being fascist this time? No, we don't seem to actually. So they've changed this. I don't intend to go down here because I don't give a fuck about these. I'm not gonna appease the UK. As far as I'm concerned, we're breaking out. There does not, though, seem to be any more like getting manpower, because we have 28,000 men. That's not a lot. So it does look like we are not going to be able to get any more manpower via the way I normally would. Or is that it? Let's so we've got the Spanish Civil War. No, it doesn't seem we can. It doesn't seem it's down here anyway. Unless it's somewhere I'm not paying attention. It doesn't seem to be a thing. Why would you classify alien? That's just... okay. So this is very interesting. Anyway, the Spanish Civil War has started, which gained 0.5 of the... Nope, the German Reich is still fucking the most. Because of course they are. Got the fascists versus the commies. That's going to be a very interesting fight. And the Rhinelanders, of course, being militarized again, which honestly is the best thing for them to do. So, at the moment, we're just going to have to see what we can do for now. See what goes our way and see what doesn't. See how we roll. Now, I must admit, Australia is in kind of one of the worst positions for any of the dominions, so this Let's Play may not last long. I think the Dutch East Indies are actually in a better position because they're closer to at least people to attack, whereas we're kind of in a very ally-controlled area. Like, attacking the Dutch will definitely get... like, actually, no, we could probably attack the Dutch. Again, though, I don't really... like, I don't have enough men, so, like, we are definitely the weakest. I think India is probably the most played and probably the most... successful in my opinion, easiest to do. Apart from that, but I still think that'd be easier than playing as who we're playing as. But I'm all up for the fucking hard. We could support the policy of appeasement, or we could go straight into the Never-Gallipoli. So. Yeah, I think I want to abandon the West. No, I don't think we want to do it yet, though. I think what we need to do is get our industry going. So anyway, the recent global economic dislocation has discouraged investment and entrepreneurship in Australia. The industry's assistance cooperation will advise and finance small businesses around the country to get their economy moving again. So at the moment, we're just trying to get ourselves back. And anyway, the remilitarization of the Rhineland, which is a very, very good thing. At least for me, as I want to become their friend. I like how much world tension that actually arises. Apparently we can modify our government. We can get this guy. Although I'm not going to lie, I would rather have BHP Steel. So I'm not going to even worry about that. Yes, I'm currently Dominion. So I can currently only recruit 1.5%, and I'm pretty sure some of that's due to the Great Depression. No, that's... Why am I only getting... Oh, I'm only a volunteer. So we will have to go up to probably at least extensive conscription eventually. Even then, we only have 6 million manpower to even call upon, so it's going to be relatively hard to even get there. Oh look, we've got Great War tanks we could produce. Yeah, they'd be kind of useless in this war, so I'm not going to try that. Or at least this game. I kind of want to get New Zealand, so I kind of think I'm definitely going to have to... Like, that's one of the reasons I kind of want to do the... protect the homeland instead of abandoning the Westminster system, because I can... Oh, no, that's under fascist. Yeah, we're going that way. So yeah, probably definitely. I think we definitely. I think I'm stuck. I'm gonna go support the center party. That's cool. We gain elite units of into Brook. So we gain research slot there, and possibly no. There's no there, but we get a tech sharing with the US. So there are many things we could be doing. I don't know which I want to do yet though. India's a good friend of ours, it seems, because we're in a faction together, obviously, so... Yes, the great country of Australia will do its best to grow. That factory is going to take forever until I get some... Once I get this, I then get more infrastructure, and then I can get there. I can get South Australian, and then I'm going to work to here. I mean, once we establish a war council, we can get a civil construction corps and get rid of the Great Depression, basically. Great Depression's a cunt, and it's basically using up all our factories for civil economy. So if we can get rid of that, we can modify the effects, and it can play into our favor. See, I kind of also want to play as a really big faction, like the Germans again. Like, I want to replay the Germans in this because, like, the new system alone will make playing Germany so much fucking more fun. Like, I don't have to put up with shitty fronts. I can just spearhead everything and it'll be brilliant. Like, Poland will be it's not viable probably to take Poland in 2 weeks. Although it was already viable, it's probably like really viable now. It's like really easy. Like, the Soviets will probably be a lot more fun because it's just easier. Like, it's not easy, it's just like more, like, it's ease of use. So it's like, it just makes playing it easier. Oh, so go to red, please. Come on. My first army is always red game. Our guys look pretty fucking dapper as well, so when I can, I will figure out what... I mean, I want to attack the Dutch East Indies, but at the same time, I don't want to be at war with the Dutch. Like, that is definitely a big thing. Do not want to be at war with the Dutch. Mostly because we don't produce enough guns to be at war with them, so... Like, it's not really something I'm interested in. So... Yeah, so we're gonna have to really just see how everything goes. We're gonna have to run with this as we do. So I mean, we could go for some additional military training and start getting the military techs, but our industry is a lot more important. So we're gonna go for the Western Australian Government Railways. The state-owned railways in Western Australia should be given a greater priority than road construction at this point. Geography favours the train in the west. We should take advantage of that. Let's build ourselves some infrastructure. Infrastructure is not the best over here. I mean, like, yeah, if I was going to, like, traverse Central Australia, I probably would want to do it on a train than in a car, because trains can go much fucking faster. And we also got basic tools, so we're going to go straight for concentrated industry to gain me the, well, just more factories, and that's what we need. More factories, better output, and just basically increased use. So it's a user, but it just basically better for us in general. So then we'll attack the Dutch. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have to do that in the next part. I hope you guys have enjoyed the introduction part to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Together for Victory as Australia. See you guys in the next part. See you guys then.